Hello and welcome to another video. I'm aware I only post once a week. However, I could not let this pass. As you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, I will be discussing the era of myths and legends and what my perspective is on it. First up is Mara Jade Skywalker, and to me that does make sense why she is put here, because Mara Jade in general is just a Legends character from the old continuity, and it helps bring attention to that. Second is Luke Starkiller. This character is the original concept for Luke Skywalker. My only problem is I feel like this character should have been reserved for next year, as it's the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, and it feels out of place just randomly thrown in like this. Third is Darth Jar Jar. For those who somehow don't know, for a very long time there was a theory going around about Sith Jar Jar, and now because of that he is in Fortnite of all things. And in the incredibly underrated series called Rebuild the Galaxy, Pieces of the Past and Rebuild the Galaxy respectively. I don't have a problem with this character, and I think it makes sense since the era is myths and legend. Fourth is Dark Side Yoda from the Korriban vision in the 6th season of the Clone Wars series. Visually, this is a fun twist to the Grandmaster, however, I feel this is not the place for him. It just feels too soon to be getting Force Vision interpretations of any characters inside of Galaxy Heroes. Fifth is the Ronin. Okay, if I'm honest, I can barely get through Star Wars Visions. Sure, people love it, but for me, it just feels a bit boring. I'm on episode 3 of season 1 at the moment, so hopefully as time goes on, my opinion will change. Anyways, the Ronin is yet another character I feel like should be in its own era. Sure, it is long overdue for a Star Wars Visions character to arrive, but like I said before, they should not clump it together, rather let it have its own chance to shine. Also, I like the design on the R5 unit that is accompanying him. Sixth is Jaxxon. Yes, the same deep cut rabbit from issue 6 of the 1977 Star Wars comic series. Yes, the same Jaxxon from Rebuild the Galaxy, Pieces of the Past. And if I'm honest, this should be one of the last characters ever put into Galaxy Heroes. We have so many fan favourite characters like Hardcase, Nien Nunb, and even Commander Wolf that has not even appeared yet. I feel like this was a shit choice to put the ultra deep cut before the already established and memorable characters. To me, it feels like they are forcing nostalgia for those older folks who play the game. Seventh and last is the concept Stormtrooper. Just like Luke Starkiller, I feel like this one should be in an era of its own. Don't get me wrong, Ralph McQuarrie is an absolute legend, and his work is brilliant, but I feel like putting 2 of his concept characters in when there's literally no celebrations till next year feels stupid, and it makes it feel like they don't respect his artwork enough to make it an era of its own. Just to recap, the only 2 that make sense is Darth Jar Jar and Mara Jade Skywalker. And as for the rest, they should all be in different eras, like with the concept characters in one, and Jaxxon, the deep cut, in a different one. That way, they all have a chance to shine and not be overlooked, and constantly be compared to each other. And now the next part, the 5 characters I would rather have been added to this new era, starting with Grandmaster Skywalker from Legends. This is the Grandmaster version of Luke Skywalker in the old continuity. I think this character would be a good addition to the Jedi Knight Luke and Mara Jade Skywalker duo that might be going on. Second, we have Scorch. I am aware we already have him, but if we change his backpack and make his DC-17M accurate, so it has the proper attachment, and then we just load him with different abilities, that can work with a synergy of different characters. Third is Sev. Here's the sniper of Delta Squad, which will be very handy to add to Galaxy Heroes, as we only have the current Scorch, but also Sev has a sniper attachment to the DC-17M, and since we have Scorch and the Bad Batch, I feel like it is time to get more clone commandos in the game and more clones in general. Look, seriously, why is there a lackluster of clones being added to the game in general? The fourth is Fixer, the squad second in command. Fixer offers his technical abilities to the team, like tech, but can be coded for Fixer to be unique in his own way, and as he is shown in Delta Squad. The fifth and final character is Boss, the leader of Delta Squad. The whole game Republic Commando is played from his perspective, meaning you can have the regular DC-17M, Clone Commando pistol, and be able to heal his team as some of the abilities, as an example. And there we have it. That is my opinion of the Myths and Legends era, and what could have made actual sense. But, let's be honest, Commander Cody needs a team, and we can have Delta Squad to help him out. And Jedi Grandmaster Skywalker would help Mara Jade Skywalker and Jedi Knight Luke, as there are hints that Jedi Knight Luke might be leaving Jedi Master Luke's team indefinitely. Also, I just learnt today that Darth Jar Jar might be the Jedi Guy character, which has annoyed me in general. I was hoping he would be the third or fourth character released in the marquees, so that way I could get him to level 105 on day one or something. But now I'll just have to wait until I get everything else done.